And the thing is, if you don't destroy that Alarma bot on mid early with a shock dart or with someone
Sage instead, yeah, it might be a
Fnatic
thing.
is not gonna rotate, and they're gonna just hold
Why is
their
Fade never
lanes,
played?
and that is
The
one of
nerfs are a little bit
crucial
too big,
aspects
so
of
was
defense that Fnatic
Unreal
will
on
have
most of the
You know,
maps.
I remember Aslan
In terms of the main combo, a lot of the time you wanted to have Chamber, so Raze was really popular in terms of the duelist because you already had the person that was going to op over towards the Chamber, so you had a Raze a lot of the time. Fade comboed the best with Raze out of pretty much everyone. Chamber got out, Fade got a nerf, so Jet was a little bit better for all the opping agents. And yeah, that just means that it just goes down to individual, and Sova's just better.
And BBL, they were here until 3 in the morning the other night, so I don't know whether the preparation phase is going to be good enough.
I mean, it's not only that, it's also that now they're rested.
Snaverdal, Snavis, thank you so much, dude.
Out of exhaustion, you can be like, okay, I cannot close this, I don't have what it takes.
Chat, let's get a lot of slugs in, thank you so much, dude.
2 hours ago,
4 months in the slug club. Let's see the spam.
We saw the teams,
Appreciate
they're
you.
smiling, they're happy, they know they're the first game. Fnatic did not have much to recover from because they had, let's say,
Any news about VCT Americas? No, nothing. I sent a DM earlier asking. I'll let you know. Maybe they
I think that at least I think that so far in the competition,
maybe something gets announced today. Maybe my name's on there. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
That in
We'll
this
find
game
out.
we get to a 6.
Okay. Well, I would like to see the third map along the way because it's gonna be the split that I talked about.
I'm really looking forward to Hate.
Well, I have some good news for you, Lothar. We might see that third map because your cast
The DRX thing did it. It's just a troll.
Oh,
Man, I don't want to be like a Grinch or anything, but man, I hate April. I hate April Fool's Day, man. I hate April Fools. Everyone's just just get off social media on that day, man. I might as well just delete everything for that day. Everyone's just there trying to be funny. I hate it, man. I'm miserable on that day.
The funny thing, not optimistic. That game, though, it ended up being a fantastic one. And going into it, I wasn't
Everyone just
expecting
takes
that.
it a little bit further each time, and it's just like, cool,
Fnatic
man.
are, world champions. This is a squad that you cannot underestimate whatsoever. On the other side, BBL, they don't have the best track record. Coming into this, I think a lot of people
I don't have time for it. I can't be bothered. Because then so many people fall for it as well, and they're just like, oh my god, have you heard this move about Tens is switching to Killjoy only?
But one of the things I can say is we could say the same about Brazil. Yeah. Brazil has been a fantastic map on Ascent, and when we came to lock-in, well, Furia fell to Fnatic, and so did Loud. So they've already proven that it doesn't matter if you're good at a map, a lot of the time they're better. And in terms of a general map pool, yeah, I think that a lot of the time when you look at this BBL side,
just avoid social
better
media.
at some of the older maps. They're better at maps like, for example, Ascent. But even still, I think it's going to be a very, very difficult road.
Okay, Fnatic on defense, BBL on attack. Definitely BBL's best chance in terms of this map. I think this is a must-win for them to take this. Durka, Sheriff.
And sure to see a lot of depth there. Of course, a mirror matchup as well. Teams intimately familiar with the map, with the intentions of their opponents. And
so a little bit of pressure over towards middle, and then instant reaction over towards A.
But that's the thing.
This, at the moment, as we can see, can work really well. They have info, and then we've got kill over towards the back of Jenny.
The more dominant of the two. For now, though,
so
Kushner is going to get him with
does
space.
He get anything? Oh, it's interesting. It's turret underneath, so turret, that's the cue to then pop a lot of this. So that's kind of cool. This is still here with the alarm bot.
Yeah, this is
so yeah, basically the turret was meant to, once they take this pathing, what was meant to happen is everything goes off, they get hit by the alarm bot, Molly goes in, and the turret slows them with the tagging, right? That was the fort. They got a little bit unlucky with the pathing, didn't get much for it in terms of any damage.
Looking for a fight, and I almost wonder if they're going to burst
out.
Okay,
5-person retake, that helps with the double shots.
Shock dart coming, great one from Leo. First round already up to his old tricks down to the site. Kamek good for a little more maybe. Helped out by Boaster to finish off that kill. They've spotted Turco under dealt.
They handled this very well.
The last man alive.
Especially Boaster and his timing here. So very heavy over towards Heaven. Boaster waited for reaction. No reaction. Then he went in while they were taking the jaws. Really cool from Fnatic. Nice double shocks over towards this. They probably looked into how often they like to sit on this box here as well with the double shocks.
Chronicle manages to get away with a bit of a freebie in the end, and also just the shock dart. Now, this might be a bit of a bold claim. I've got very little to back this up other than the eye test.
Let me put it here.
I think Leo might be like the best freehand shock darter in the world. And I mean that he's not just setting up these crazy lineups. It's just his prediction of where someone will be, and he just shoots it like maybe like not even with a bounce, just insta. Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you there. Just looking at
Okay, I'd put the casters down a little bit. It should be better for you. Well, I say caster, I put the in-games down a little bit. Maybe I'll do it here as well. I'll put it on to 90, right? There we go. Everyone wins.
It's just tough to play against this guy.
Yeah, he might not have the best team synergy out of the server. They might not necessarily want to join in.
He's not going to do your conga lines.
Yeah, exactly. In the server, incredible. And I think that's all that really matters to Fnatic.
That's a huge shot. Big chance into this one. Big chance into this one with that. They can definitely get this gun if they speed it up a little bit. In terms of how they approach this, in terms of Fnatic, right, heavy gun priority. No pistols, no nothing, just everyone's buying the Bulldog.
But he's going to have to do a hell of a job holding off by himself.
Hey, great damage. All of this is great damage. Every single kill, because all 5 invested, just means that it's really, really important. Just means the bonus round is going to be worse and worse the more kills that they get. So, no matter what happens now, this is good damage. Does become slightly winnable.
They're starting to second guess where this player's gone. Maybe he's making it around through garden. Now they know the spike was tapped. He's on the site.
Yeah, he's new guy, cooler.
It's spotted by Ascent, and he's
damn sick round from BBL. Holy hell, nice damage from the eco.
Clean trade. And another round for Fnatic, but look, Tom, you come into this round, I don't think you're expecting BBL to do that much damage off rip.
No, they had rifles as well. Fnatic
yeah, they did insane amounts of damage.
You look at sort of the beginning stages of the round, both Strider, Bulldog.
Especially considering the smoke went down at the beginning.
I think there was one rifle maybe onto Canning.
They hit some good shots there.
So that's a huge amount of damage. And now what should have been a very good round coming in with a purchase
okay,
for Fnatic,
and then we see this. So making sure that they save money, just a straight up light armor, heavy gun priority gun bonus from them. So yeah. Did Fnatic buy because BBL planted? Yeah, Fnatic have like, you'll see Fnatic have protocols for sure, depending on what happens. Depending on if there's like a plant, and obviously defense and attack itself. Attack, they do the set thing with the Marshal and the like 3 rifles with a Marshal and Stinger. And then on defense, they have 2 protocols, whether they plant or whether they don't plant, just in case someone decides to force into it a lot of the time. At least that's what it's looking like. Maybe there's not enough data. Looking perfect in this round at the moment. Is there any kind of util to get a spam?
From here on out, honestly, this round should be plain sailing.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it. I mean, you're not expecting to see Fnatic.
Yeah, this is really good. Boaster tried to do a smoke here to try and connect these 2 smokes to try and leave a path to get all the way over towards site. And they were fully on top of it. It's a very good round for BBL. No deaths. No deaths. That's insane. What a nice round. Going to have 2 rebuys of armor. And yeah, this is going to be, I mean,
yeah, really
both of these rounds back to back looking really good from BBL.
It's going to get a little bit tougher when rifles are in on the board. I don't think you're going to get as much pressure
down it's a different Brave.
Easily as they did, but even still, just managing to not make any mistakes, having those sort of controlled lurks, and that's actually something I really want to focus on, because I feel like in this sort of new iteration of BBL, or at least the new coach coming back from being
it was more because he was anchor over towards the site and they were playing heavier elsewhere.
Structured roles. Aslan is the player I want to focus on. Can he make it work on this?
It was more on positioning instead of who's who.
As a duelist, he definitely
at least for this round.
I'm still not
Recon goes into middle. Shock goes in for the alarm bot that's close. As we can see, the alarm bot's a little bit further back. So BBL might think that they broke this with that shock there. So they might think that they created pressure. They might think that it's a 2-1-2. As we can see, alarm bot is here. So most likely it will eventually become a 2-0-3, especially when once this goes over towards middle. Should be seeing a rotate at one point as soon as there's sound. Recon goes middle as well, and then, yeah, duel coming into them. Oh boy. Damn, nicely done from Aslan. They get over towards side as well. Dude, he wins out 2 angels. That's impressive.
Even a swing round through the window coming in from Kushner is going to give them a massive advantage.
Again, BBL is very good at this map. Always been insanely good at this map. They took obviously BTRX at lock-in.
They are not looking to get that little bit extra
and a good start into this one as well. That was convincing. Aslan did great. Just straight up 2 1v1s and he won them both. There might have even been a double swing over towards here. So
because of that. I love the idea from BBL. You know, the faster play through.
Fnatic have to save. They're going to be able to have an okay low buy on top of this, right? 2-4 loss bonus on top of all of this. And where are we at? In terms of this as well, I mean, this is great. 3,000 on top of all of this. They got 300 that's already there for planting. Dude, it's been very good for BBL. 2 back-to-back rounds where they only, like, they lost 1 person in both of these rounds. Swimming in money, exactly.
Really, that much opportunity for a response. Unfortunately, the ultimate online from the Shadows isn't going to be one that grants them any extra weaponry. But yeah, I think that's the thing. If you're on the side of BBL, you have to realize very quickly, Fnatic are happy to play retake. Yes, so the main thing is, if you have someone like Aslan who can cut off their opportunities to retake by just being in the backlines, and even then having that further aggressive QT of, okay, you can't retake because you don't even know where I am.
It's very dependent on teams, but in moments like that where you're making the push, you know, you set up on a default and wait for your opponents to make a move. Win rates tend to dive. Boasters being caught by that paranoia. It cost him a second.
That came down to pretty much just a straight up aim duel. Kushner survives on 42 HP. Didn't have much behind that. Just a straight up one-on-one. Kind of a one-way work for either of them.
You wouldn't blame him for the swing, but Cutie is playing so patient, waiting for Brave to get contact so he can swing on that angle, making sure Chronicle could never make it around the corner, even if he got.
This is nice from BBL as well. They cut sound, so although we can see that they are heavy holding here, the sound at least means that they could have heavy rotated back.
Staggering, to be honest.
Knife's going to go in for information. Although it didn't hit, might have heard the running.
Yeah, that's got him out into the corner, but they changed their setup.
Yeah,
so
nicely done. Nice individual play from Chronicle to even this up into the 4-on-4.
Fall back off of this, and definitely will now. The thing is, Fnatic have
nice
rotated pretty much everyone there. The information that was garnered out from Chronicle.
Okay, so looking like we have an over-rotate from Fnatic because they're on a low buy, so they need to take a bit of a gamble. And we're going to see a one-person fake with the drone going out, and then you're going to have a recon, and then he's just going to rotate off.
That is a hard fake. If you're Fnatic right now, there's no way you rotate.
Okay, and then as we can see, over towards B.
And you know, maybe you start to realize
I like the idea as well. They hid from it just in case, but yeah, it's been a nice round from BBL. They sold this well. They kind of looked into Fnatic maybe and realized they like to do this a lot in terms of Boaster, and I think he's correct. He does like to on these lower buys or eco kind of rounds stack a bit heavier. I mean, most teams do, but again, they play it well.
Well, 2 really to get that Blade Storm online. They're already winning the round.
Really trying to ensure this one. Killjoy ult as well. They want to make sure they buy as much time and they keep as many guns out as possible here.
Now, a gun has
Dude, good little waterfall of util.
The player that died in A main, so this is still 3 guns. Dirk almost being the sacrificial lamb, but through that smoke, even still though, Chronicle managed to find a couple. The time, though, is starting to tick. Dirk is going to have to get a move on. He knows there's a player behind. Lands the instant shot,
bought so much time, though.
And he needs to get it now.
Yeah.
The time too far gone.
Very nicely played from BBL. Didn't want to take any risks into this one. Early ult. Loved it. These past 3 rounds from BBL have been unreal.
But with the way this game has started, you certainly wouldn't think that they were underdogs in this matchup. They are fighting pound for pound. Their early rounds are good. And again, we haven't seen Fnatic play that full buy really at all. This is going to be the big decider round. There's ultis online. They have a ton at their disposal. But early signs of life here from BBL are looking fantastic.
The main difference, though, is the operator. Yes. That's where Durka can really take those fights.
Nah, he didn't have time to make it out. It was way too ticked, chat, right? I'm pretty confident. I don't think he had time at all.
Opportunity doesn't find anything. In fact, they're taking a quick paced look, in fact, towards his B site.
I don't even think it was close.
Going to be on spot. That might be enough. He's already found the opener.
Yeah, at that point, fall back, play the retake.
I actually don't think it was close, Chad. I don't think he was making it at all.
Opening for them over on the Fnatic side. Durka going to be trying to reposition that operator to catch any of these players, leaving themselves open to spawn, getting aggressive, or once that blank goes down, the late play retake. Ultis, I mean, there's an absolute ton of them online right now.
What are you? Whoa, that's not a good sign, chat.
If you're in the
that's not a good sign.
Boots of BBL, you almost want to get off that
side.
You want to
no!
fight your way out of it a lot of the time, but they are content to stay stuck in. They've got to win these duels when it comes down to it. But Fnatic, that's when they'll be burning all their utility.
That's a huge shot.
There's the shot landed from Dirk.
Okay, we need a hero play from someone. And there it is. There it is. Oh my goodness. We need a hero play. And there it was. Oh my goodness. That was huge from him. Nicely done from Brave. Dude, chat, that forces Fnatic back down to an eco.
But if you get up in their face and brawl, that's where things start to get a little bit more shaky.
It's such an interesting difference on what we'll see from a lot of teams who try to make that aggressive stance in towards the spawn. They try to go
moving already.
they try to go B main and everything like that. Get that extra foot.
The only rounds Fnatic have got so far are the pistol and against the eco. And even that was expensive. Yeah, this is dude, definitely need a timeout here. It's getting worrying already.
They do turtle, but then when they sense that
that's kind
the
of
timing is now, they're making the push. This is where they're going for their space.
This has been very convincing
given
from
off by the
BBL.
utility. You know, your KO knife over on short. You see that near the lane, you're like, okay, if you're throwing that now, you're probably going to start coming around those corners pretty damn soon. And that's when they go forward for that extra little disruptive play, that tiny extra angle to catch you as you're clearing everything else. And well, you can't account for that sort of play every single time, you know, Brave just going crazy, but you'll certainly take it. And it's such a key moment as well. That's the buy round for Fnatic, the operator up. They are now at 4-2, and you forced a timeout out of them in the first 6 rounds. That is a feat for BBL
see
already.
the different approach. Where is Durka going this time? Okay, so heavy shut down over towards A. They want to fight for this. Maybe we don't see the full change of what they want, because it looks like he's just going for the double Jenny updraft. So I imagine we're not going to see the full effect of what Boaster was talking about until after this round, because they are just eco.
So now they brought one in. Maybe this will be the difference maker.
Oh, Durka! That is disgusting!
He did.
Turco
He did a little wave afterwards as well.
Look at the map. He was in his spawn.
He did a little wave afterwards. That is amazing.
BBL down a man. Okay, they've got ultis to try and make this back, but it's pretty much neck and neck with the Fnatic side. An isolated Jet, the dash in out of Kushner, now leaves him alone. And these players, they're looking to take the fight, but not winning it, not just yet.
Oh, huge trade. How much HP was he on? Damn, I thought he got chunked down a little bit lower than that.
They've recovered nicely from an early pick.
Okay, a lot of this depends on how Chronicle is going to play this. So Chronicle has all of the util. We have a recon and an ult if Leo wants to use it as well. Okay, once the door gets broken, they're going to not have to worry about B main, and they have full control. So Jet's going to go over. Dodges the recon as well. Oh, that's a nice shot.
It might be a little bit troublesome. No, Duck has missed the knives. It looked for free. And now Kushner looking to wrap him from behind. He's not being paid attention to at all. He's going to go up above, try and use the knives himself. He lands
oh my god. It's an actual jet off. The whole round was an actual jet off. That's crazy.
I can watch that back all day. Updraft Bladestorm kills on both sides.
It was just who can do the fanciest stuff on Jet. It started off nice. Oh, it started off really nice. And it ended. It ended probably even better with this one.
The thing is, normally from this spot,
oh my god.
You're almost screwed because you're playing out of the site. They've got 2 players within it, and they can just basically.
You got to wave back after that one, yeah, for sure.
The first thing that comes to his
problem is, probably didn't see them waving in the first place.
And just takes them both down. Wonderful individual prowess from the side of BBL, and 5-2 up on the attacker side.
Another big round for Fnatic. They are doing the light armor buy, so at the moment there's only 2 of them that can't buy next round. Durka gets the AWP out, as we can see, over towards middle. Heavier Killjoy over towards A. This is...
performance, and it doesn't stop there.
This is looking
taking down Boaster.
insanely good for BBL. Oh, you're crazy. Oh my god, he's feeling it. Oh, and they put the ult into it. Why has he put the ult into it? They get an ult out of this for free as well.
God-tier performance.
I mean, he tagged a lot, don't get me wrong, chat. Like, the ult did damage. But he also just kind of ulted in a...
Okay, there was a flash, please.
In a 2v5. I guess it was a 3v5 when he pulled the trigger on it, but...
And they have to fall back. It is just...
Yeah, gotta save this one. Oh my goodness.
We saw it the other day from Safe.
So they're going to be, if they keep both of these guns, they're going to be able to squeeze out a buy. They get 2-9 on top of a lot of this. Durka's not going to have anything, but He's going to get the op, and we're going to... So yeah, it's fine.
Especially not against Fnatic.
I need like a Venn diagram. Him, Pop Safe in there as well. What do they do before the games? There has to be an overlap, and in there we'll find the secret, Tom. We're getting the Radiant this season.
Yeah, KW, I told you. I told you. Because everyone was like, oh, DRX looked a little bit rough on Ascent. It's like, mate, BBL are the kings of this map. Like, they're a tier 1 team on this map, no doubt.
At this point, 6-2 down, and let's
they
think
always
about how
have
that round just unfolded. That's not the kind of thing that you're going to have a
It's by far their best map, yeah.
They just got stomped and styled on. I wouldn't be surprised to see another pause now.
It is. Like, Boaster gets caught repositioning. Kamek tries to return the round, and then Durka... Who's going to expect the player to... Because that's his second dash. He got a dash from 2 kills, so he second dashes up into heaven.
Okay, so there's one person who has to take the hit into this one, and it's Chronicle. Not too bad, though. Gets a Guardian dropped from Durka.
What a start to this. You know, we always like to plant the seeds early on for games like this. We said Ascent, BBL, it's not the end of the world, and we heard lots of reasons why they can perform.
Nah, they're dealing with it really well. I like how they're approaching it as well. They make a lot of mid pressure, then they don't really take it, and then they just group up early. Is this going to be similar to what we saw where it's just a one-person fake with the Sova? No, they were just trying to see if there was a push. This is an odd round at the moment. Yeah, this is a really odd round at the moment for BBL.
We saw it come out, but he hasn't really gotten the chances. It's rare to see him shut down in the way he has been.
But this will be the main thing now. What else have BBL got? Because they've lost their talisman. They've lost the guy who's basically just been running into sites, killing everyone. And even the man who clutched them the round prior. Nice shots coming out from Chronicle as well. We'll get rid of Sushni. And they're starting
this is the first round that I didn't really like from them. But it's fine.
Instead, they're going to try and almost sneak their way in onto this site. The turret will give them the information.
Still recovery on this. In an ideal world, they get a lot of ults out of Fnatic in terms of, I mean, at least this ult, hopefully. We'll see.
That spike still not in play.
Yeah, so it all comes down. They should be happy with that. Do they have a plan for it? Turco doesn't have his nade anymore, so we're not going to see a lineup for that. Just going to all play off, and we're going to see a spam fest through the smoke.
Giving up the site control completely. I mean, there's not too much of a choice when it comes to a round.
Sova's dead, so we're not going to see any Shazam minion.
Paranoia returned. They've got site control. They could be tapping it already. I mean, this is panic stations. If you're
There's no way.
They're winning the fight.
There's no way.
Again, coming out ahead in an almost impossible scenario. BBL, a different roster, has set foot on this stage today. They are 7-2 in the lead, making world champions look like rookies.
I'm gobsmacked.
The retake, the lockdown, they're all in main on the one angle.
They were so confident there was someone short.
It literally, they forced them back. Then they used the paranoia to force them back again. Keep them in the same corner. And then they just get slaughtered. This map was made in Turkey. I don't even care.
Oh my goodness.
7 rounds in a row for BBL. They are obliterating Fnatic at every single corner. And once again, Fnatic are left to play.
Oiko, what's up, dude? Thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. 8 months. Appreciate all the support, mate. Thank you.
Even the shock dart doesn't
8 months in the slug club.
And that, if anything, is a sign of where Fnatic are at right now. Everything that normally works for them.
Holy hell. Dude, chat, if they didn't win pistol, it's 9-0.
Right
like, if they won pistol round, it's literally 9-0. It's crazy at the moment. They go down to Eco, another good chance. I can't believe they won that 3-on-5. Like, that is criminal.
He's getting so much information. They probably heard the drone through main. Aslan looks away.
They get a lot of info with this, and the knife went out.
He might just get the kill onto Shushni instead. He's actually going to go running through the spawn. This is a lot of information.
Dude, they're doing a lot of fakes with this Sova.
A faster rotation, but there's 3 players.
3 people backside.
A free kill for Durka.
3 people backside, and we got Leo with a gun.
It's left onto Leo. Can he hold the line at least a little longer? A nice
what a shot.
To at least keep
Makes it durable. 2-on-2. Durka picked up a gun.
It's these after the spam almost gets Aslan.
Holy hell.
He's left down to 19 HP. Look, that can be pretty easy to clean up. They just need a fine executioner.
Spam was crazy close.
Easier said than done a lot of the time.
Extra spam on top of this.
If he decides to go for this, could be the difference maker. Still not sure exactly where these players are. The wall bangs. Giving them a haircut, they're coming close, but in the end, it's
No
BBL
way,
to find that
Aslan
kill.
wins that
Chronicle
duel on 19
falling to the
HP.
19 HP. Aslan, the last man standing.
And he gets that on
Standing
19
well.
HP. They can
rounds
do
now for
no
BBL,
wrong.
And there is nothing
They
they
can do no
Even
wrong.
when
It's
they're backed into
insane.
a corner, they come out swinging. Unreal to see this level of performance for a team that we've always had so much hope for, but we've never seen them deliver like this.
No. And the thing is, a lot of these rounds have been incredibly tight. Like, I don't think it's crazy to say that we could easily sit at like an even scoreline or even maybe...
Dude, look at some of these duels they're winning.
It's just been these sort
They're
of clutch
monsters.
scenarios where Aslan, Kushner, Brave, we've had moments from every single one. 8-2. Whether you thought that BBL had a chance, I don't think anybody sat here with this scoreline in mind. And once again, Kushner, he's going to take that space. A lot of damage on the way in. Even still, though, an afterplan.
Dude, this is a hard retake. This is a really hard retake. They've done okay chip damage. When does the Killjoy ult go down?
That's a ton of information to play with late round.
Killjoy goes down now. They have 12 seconds. They've got no ult to deal with this. They do have a nade. Not a chance they have a lineup for this one. Dude, they have to fall back. They're going to have no time.
So is Boaster. Now it's only the heaven push left. 3 players, 1 angle, and all the guns are looking at them on the way through. Fnatic dropping player after player.
Oh my god, the recon's incredible.
But still so painstakingly
Recon's
low.
incredible.
That reveal is perfect. And this last man standing,
Oh
the
my
first one to be tagged up.
This is nuts. They look
He's running to save this
unbelievable.
weapon on the other side of the map, given up, conceded the round. 9 now, a guarantee for BBL and Fnatic. Maybe they want to go 11-3 down. That's the best strategy I've got in my mind right now for them. This has been tough.
Yeah, that round was also just a bit peculiar because you obviously had the lockdown, the attacker lockdown in play. I don't know if Boaster was just trying to make some sort of like TikTok play, but he's like in the site.
Yeah.
There's no way they're denying that lockdown. None at all. The rest of his teammates can't push through heaven because he's already in there and the lockdown's going to deny them. So it just means that he goes down almost for free, and then the rest of the players are all coming in from one angle. It made it a lot easier for BBL to actually isolate that one. And almost looked a bit more panicky than what I'm used to from Fnatic. Normally they're very controlled and structured in their retakes. I don't know. They're not looking
Make
like
it
that
look
right
like
now.
a fast A at the moment, trying to get a lot of util baited out. So basically, the whole plan of what BBL did here is literally just because they have the KO ult, right? They tried to invest so much util to try and bait out the KO ult here. That's why you just saw so much util and not much space done. Oh my god, nice shot. It was literally just a whole bait to try and get the KO ult out so they could try and mid-round.
Running away, leaving Suchiti's
There's a nice
body
shot.
behind as they
There's a nice shot as well. You got a hero play for us?
That's, oh no, it's not going to be a problem apparently. A bit of an awkward fight on both accounts, but Cutie does come out ahead. Look, I said before, Fnatic, the things that normally work for them, they just haven't been. And well, Dirk has at least managed to find them something. We'll see if they can close the round though.
They have the advantage. It's just whether they can actually capitalize on it. Kamek again. Left as the solo defender of this site being pressured. He's heard all the steps. The flash is solid.
Flash is nice.
A kill that almost comes
The
too
flash
easy
was
off the
real
utility
nice.
from Fnatic,
Okay,
and that's more
9-3.
of what we expect of them.
Uh-oh.
9-3 though. The only thing we
Chat,
can talk
what
about
an
in their favor is a
insane
curse
half
that
from
most don't
BBL
believe
though.
in.
Oh
And
my
BBL have
goodness.
looked utterly
Even
unstoppable.
honestly,
And
even the
only
eco they
round
nearly
that
won.
wasn't a pistol or follow-up that Fnatic got was that one, the one we just saw.
2-0 up, 3
They had
rounds
hero
in the half.
plays in the right moments. They
But the
overwhelmed the
storyline I
sites.
thought
They
we
had
could
good
walk
after
into here today,
plants.
that's
The
for damn
utils
sure.
was
BBL,
unreal. I
like,
feel like they
I
had
don't
3
even
hero
know
plays on
where
the
to start.
important
When I
rounds that would
questions around
force
Aslan, I
Fnatic
think
over towards
probably
eco.
the best thing
It
to
was
take
really
away
good.
from that, you know, he played a damn good game.
Gotham,
You know,
thank you so
solid.
much, dude.
Remember
Appreciate you saying that
was
as
a
well.
third
Thanks, man.
round lurk through mid.
Chat, let's get some
Unreal
slugs
the
in
amount of damage they
for
were
Gotham,
maybe
3
it was
months.
4. But he's been doing well on that controller role, and obviously, Cutie. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
been pretty good, you know. He's been pretty good.
You know, when Durka dies in all 12 rounds, you know it's not a normal game. This
Gotta
is
get
not a
those
normal
notes out.
Fnatic map,
So again,
and
at
I
the
think a lot of
half,
it comes down to
at
Cutie.
the half
His
you can
entries have been nuts. He has,
can just
let's put it
remind
this way, he's 3
everyone
less deaths,
in terms
playing
of
the
like
attack side jet,
what the
right?
enemy
Durka
team
had
like
the
to
AWP
do.
and everything. Cutie was
and just
also
all the anti.
dashing into A site, getting isolated by nano swarms, getting peeked by 3
Yo,
players. He's killed them
Jing.
Yeah.
all. Just unbelievable.
Jing,
stuff
thank
from
you
this
so much
guy.
for the raid,
You know, we
dude.
hyped him up a lot coming into this
Chat, let's get a
season,
lot of
but
slug approves in
he's
for Jing.
over-delivered
Appreciate you.
again and again.
Yeah, for
Best
sure.
of luck in your
He's been
games as well,
testing
man.
out different things. We saw his Omen on Icebox, which honestly was actually pretty good on the attack. I'd say on the defense maybe not so much, but
Appreciate
that was
the
where
raid,
I
man.
actually enjoyed
Hope your
watching
stream
him
was
play,
good
the
as well,
risks
dude.
He's willing to take for his team, and I think that's a lot of what we can talk about in this match is that BBL are very happy to take risks in positions where they're needed. Like, get that little bit more aggressive, throw in a Blade Storm to try and win out a clutch. Like, go for these dash plays straight in towards the site, and even then double dash straight into heaven to kill a guy with an
what
operator.
a crazy,
These are
crazy
plays that
half.
sometimes
Like, I know
they'll
BBL are
succeed,
good at this map,
sometimes they'll fail.
and I know Fnatic have a
Every single one
stand-in.
succeeded for BBL.
Yeah, no,
But you're telling
really
me,
could see
chat,
it.
if you told me that
Duels and
Fnatic
entries in every
are gonna
aspect of
win
the game, BBL
pistol
were ahead,
and the next
except
round
pistol.
and only
You
get
know, and
one
all
buy
in
round,
all, you'll take that.
On
And
the
that's an important topic,
defense,
honestly, coming into
it's
half number two.
crazy.
This pistol round for Fnatic, I mean, it's going to carry a lot of weight yet again. You come into those buy rounds with the form that Cutie's on. Now he's on the defensive side as well. The buff on Jet there should be massive.
yeah,
So for
I mean,
Fnatic,
BBL are,
you know,
I'm telling
wanna
you,
get off to
they
a
are
good
just the
start here
kings
in
of this
half,
map.
or
Like,
you're gonna
this
start
map
to
was
think
always
about
going to be
Haven
close.
real soon.
Well,
Well, this is where
in my head it was always going to be close.
Really
I didn't think it would be this
because he's
one-sided
someone
at
where
all.
Realistically, on the
Especially
attacker
not
side,
BBL.
lurking, playing a solo role,
Everyone's
trying to
playing
find
great,
entries,
though.
trying to catch
Aslan,
people.
Brave.
I don't think it's something that's the most difficult thing in the world. Now he
Fusion
becomes
is on
a focal
16
point.
to
Now
9.
he becomes someone that they're going to try and pressure. They're going to try and counter. Maybe not. It looks like
Okay,
they're going to push.
Fnatic need to get double pistol to win this.
Well, look, pistol round strats, sometimes you just roll
What
the
do we got?
dice.
We got a straight
Pick
walk
it on
up over
strat
towards
roulette,
middle.
and that's
A lot of
certainly an
attention here,
interesting
and we
strat.
have so much
Cutie
firepower
swinging
behind
out
it. It's a
wide,
nice,
allowing his
it's a
teammates
really
through
nice
that
pistol.
mid-funnel.
4
And
passing,
they're there to support
kind of like a normal
immediately. The
4-1
damage
that a
done
lot of
is
people are
massive.
doing.
You're seeing Durka with just
And they,
45
yeah, they went out
HP.
the jaws. They just had
Player
numbers
that's
there.
already pushed to site, made it a little bit of the way towards stairs, but again, an angle that they're very much aware they've given up, and they're holding for. He's now lit up as well. Both remaining players low. BBL have the man advantage, and they're probably just going to wait for Brave to group up with them. He's quite a bit away. He was still over on the A side in case it was going to be a super late switch up.
They're pretty
Costing
low.
some time, getting him back in
Oi.
position.
Okay.
He almost
They
about
have
got
Omen
pushed
Flash
there.
as well.
Just
Omen
one
Flash and
market to come
Recon.
behind, but all right, all of them coming through market. Just take the fights and see it. Well,
Oh my
that's a
god,
little
tagged with
ridiculous. I think they
the
had a
tagged
reveal,
with the
right?
Sova dart.
This leaves it so tough for Kamek. They're going to even check for him. He gets 1 but 3 HP. There's no chance.
They get the pistol
Turgo
as
with a
well.
quick trade
I
and a
mean,
pistol now
I
for
mean,
BBL.
chat, it's done.
They are
Surely it's
closer and
done.
closer to taking
We'll
this
see.
first
It's
map.
the thing
They're
is,
taking it
the good thing is for a lot of
prominently.
Fnatic
Now,
fans,
sure,
it's
if we
most
were gonna
likely
give them
going to get
anything
to
in the series,
11-3.
This was the map to take, but
So,
even still, I feel like this is going to be a huge confidence booster for this
so there's a
squad.
chance.
Oh yeah. Look, I said to you, Tom, coming into today, you pulled up, and I said, Tom, listen, if BBL actually think they have a chance or a likelihood, let's say, if they put pressure on themselves that they have to win this game versus Fnatic, they're crazy.
Yeah.
They need a mental inspection immediately. But I was wrong, you know? They should have come in today thinking that they're the goddamn best team in the world, because it's looking like they are. Certainly putting the previous champions to shame in that first half. 3
So
rounds
they
found, a pistol round
Get a pretty
lost.
decent low buy.
Fnatic now
Because
trying
they're going to be
scrap
buying
their
light
way
armor
back
into
in.
next
They've got
round, so they get a
themselves
good
stinger
amount of
on
guns
Durka
on
to
this one.
farm the
They
orbs.
go
Of
into
course,
the
he's
site with
3
3
away from a
people.
Blade Storm.
What
That could
is
pay
the
off
timing like on
hugely
both
if he
these
just gets a couple
flashes?
kills, but already BBL are off to a
Omen
good
Flash was
start.
incredible.
Durka, oh, he's taking a lot of space. They might not expect him there this quickly, wrapping around behind it. He's taking down one, almost had the chance for the second. But a good
Nice
recovery
cleanup.
in the end for
Nice
BBL.
cleanup
And
from
it's
these
just the
two.
other weapons were not there, right? You had a Stinger as your strongest one when it comes to those scrappy fights.
Very good cleanup.
Yeah, 11-3. Well, this
Okay.
is it, really.
11-3.
Seen them
Does
here
Mini just do
before,
a
but
timeout
maybe the
just for the
stakes
pure
were
hell of it?
Slightly higher.
Make him
I'll tell you what,
make
Boast
him
was a little
relive
happier
history.
than the last time he had this score line.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That picture will live with me forever.
On the
No
other
matter how far down they go, they know they can always make that comeback. It's been proven to them at a higher level than this. But attack side of Ascent now, the map the BBL wanted to play here, and a map that we've cautioned they're good on. But this really has
In
to be
terms
a
of this,
power-up
full
round.
buy,
Lots
but
of
light
cheap
armor,
power-up
and there's a
round
lot of
kicking off,
guns
and
that
Fnatic,
actually
they-
could thrive against the
If they
light
take this
armor.
one,
So
then they've
you might
beaten
see
both Fnatic
light
and
armor make
VRX over the
make some
last
difference to some of the jaws in this one. We'll keep an eye on it.
Everyone's
Recon
gonna be
goes to
banging
middle.
Ascent
We've got
against
smoke
BBL.
behind.
Oh, no,
In terms of the first segment of middle, that's clear.
Hell, even if
I like
it's your
this from
best map, I
BBL.
think you're just
Lot
bad
of
at this
deep
point.
pressure.
You know, just don't run the risk.
They insta fallback as we can see, but this is still
See how
like a
they get
big
on
heavy
over on
question mark.
Haven,
They'll
of
have to use
course.
some util.
From Lothar, he really
Might
wants to see
even
that
bait
split,
out
the third map in
the
this
drone, potentially
I'm okay
just
if we
wait
end
for
up
another
there, Tom.
recon.
Yeah, but I
At
do
this
like the
rate,
split.
I'd like to see Fnatic get a little bit more on
Dude,
this
look
map
how
before we
proactive
talk
they are.
about Haven. The chances here with Kamek. He's holding up close, turret behind him, and a few players thinking about pressuring him. Close range Spectres, man advantages as well to those Spectres. It can get dangerous. Numbers advantage in the fight.
This is
50-second mark. They have to group soon. They have to make a decision.
Just starting to take mid control. The turret's there for contact. You've also got a quick switch of positions for Sushni if it's needed, but they may even just opt to try and
Leo's
battle
coming
forward
back.
into
He did
main.
use his drone over towards
Even
A
some
like
utility
before he might,
thrown
but
out
a
towards
lot of that was
short.
because of the
They're
smoke.
looking for where this
That means
push
they
is
don't
coming
have a
in.
drone
Kamek,
for
though, is
this.
gonna get one, but there you go.
Aslan.
Shut out. A rifle to be had for Aslan. The rest of the players are coming through mid. Instead, he goes swinging onto Leo. And Leo just staying
47
alive in
wasn't
that
the most
scenario.
convincing. They
Basically
get over
gives
towards
them
the
that B
site.
for free.
Killjoy's dead.
The
Don't have
rest
to
of the
worry about
players
any
may
of
try
this.
and isolate,
Dirk has dashed
especially
over
considering he's
towards
so
him
low
to
on
save
HP.
him.
There you go, taken down. Dirk has come in to reinforce.
Okay,
and
hero
he
from
won't slip
Durka.
up
Literally used
quite
his
so
dash just to
easily.
close the space, just to make
Still,
sure
the
that he could
damage done
trade
here for
Leo
BBL,
here.
It gives a chance for Kushner to make it a bit more costly.
Yeah, every bit of damage that
That's exactly
Kushner
what he's
does
looking to
is
do. The
pretty
Bulldog
huge.
making its way into the site, firing off, and that's when
Okay,
Durka
no damage for
is
him on
gonna
this
be
one.
taking
Nice round from
it down.
Durka.
11-4.
We're going to have to... Well, they get 3,000, so they're going to have an okay buy, right? Because they go light armor. It's going to be absolutely fine for them. In terms of BBL, they get the Odin out, they get the op out, and we get to see their first full buy.
Going straight in for that operator. Something that might not be expected this early on, because in terms of the financials, he doesn't have enough to get the shield.
It's
so
coming.
Realistically, they might
Maybe.
be expecting
It's-
a rifle on the other side.
It's
You're
probably...
also
I mean,
gonna wanna
it's
talk
harder
about
to
the fact
do.
there's an
This
Odin
one is
involved.
harder to do in
Of course
theory.
I am really powering this one up.
Just
The
because the
Logitech G
attack
power
side
round
Ascent.
again. And for BBL, I'm always going to be a fan of seeing that Odin come into play.
Maybe
But
the other one was harder because of
particular about when you're
Loud
pulling out, just
itself
look at
and
what Fnatic were
the
doing last
crowd
round,
itself
right?
as well,
They
but
had
we'll
Kamek
see.
super passive, jiggle peeking it.
Recon
That was
goes
about all
in
that was
again,
going
segment
down.
1
So
of
if you're
middle
gonna come
cleared.
in
There
here
is
and
an
start
alarm
just
bot here,
spamming
so
out
they'll
your
go
100
find
bullets
that.
right away, you're not going to get too much
This is the good one, right? That goes over towards door.
Disruptive piece of utility. I think that's why we're
Eye
seeing
White,
him
thank
play
you so much,
passive
dude.
with it.
Oh, it's
You
a
know,
different one. It goes
just
on
waiting to
top
pop
of
out
the
that
boat
recon. It's a
itself.
little bit later into the round. Now he's got the information that it's clear.
Wait.
And this might almost bait them into making their
Surely
way forward.
that's
The
awful.
Odin starts to rattle away.
Where did that happen? I know, it's
Surely that's awful.
It looked like it was quite high up in the air.
It's awful.
Maybe
It
it's
must
like,
have
you know,
missed. It must have missed. I guess it's for the turret, and then it landed on top of the boat.
Doesn't expect him to still
Because
be
it's
lurking
definitely to
around
clear
mid
this
in that
turret. I
position.
thought it was
They've
to
also
clear
got info
stuff
back
over
off
towards
the
door,
drone
but
as
it's to
well.
clear the turret, but it
Looking like
landed. See this
incredibly
boat on the
good
right?
start to the round.
I'm just gonna put a
Might be
little
the
dot
zone in their
there.
side.
It was literally on top of
Try
it.
and take some
Boaster
space
goes
in
down,
towards
no
middle.
smokes into
It's
this
already
one.
a
That's a
crossfire
huge
setup,
pick.
though,
They
with
kind of
the
have to
Odin
speed it up because
almost
they have some
blasting
map
through.
control.
The
There
rest
is
are just
nothing to
watching
spawn.
them across,
Durka has
trying
one
to
smoke, but his
deny
team need
Durka
to get
that
close.
space to pressure. He gets
Oh,
caught in
he
the
got
air.
him
He
mid-dash.
dashed across, and while the shot was
He
going
got him
towards his
mid-dash.
teammate,
That's
he
the one
gets
smoked
headshot.
across as well.
Kushner now has managed to find
Oh
one with the
my god, it's
operator.
come
This is the
crumbling
big shot
down.
It's left onto Leo. No spike in hand. That's left in towards mid, and Sushni's just sat in the back with his Odin, waiting for him to try and pressure, not giving him a moment's notice. Leo has
No
no
time
chance
on
of
this
winning
one.
round.
12-4 to BBL.
The spam's good as well. We saw the attempt at popping the recon and then spamming in towards the market. And that's what I'm saying. It has to
8
be a
chances
really
for
reactive
BBL
tool,
to
especially
close
with
this
the way
one
Fnatic
out,
have
and
played.
this one's looking pretty good.
Listen, you start to
They
hear
are against a
Stampede
few
be
ults,
main, by all
but the
means,
buy
straight away,
in
but
terms of some of
for
the
the most
guns
part,
isn't the best from
you want to be
Fnatic.
falling back and harassing them as they make
Nice
their way
recon.
through. There's no angle you get for free, not without, especially with a Sova, you've got your shock darts, you've got your recon, obviously which is going to help out your Odin. You've got blind spams and then an op to cover cross. So while they're trying to deal with you, shooting through the wall randomly, blind firing, they peek in to kill you, they get opt. It's a great setup, but you have to be so patient
Shot
with it.
goes in, hits
And so far
nothing.
they have been. That's something that I've
If Kamek can
taken
get
away in
a
almost every single
orb,
round is
that's
the
an
patience
orb.
and the discipline of this BBL.
First segment of
It is
middle cleared,
so
second
nice to
segment
see.
cleared
Well,
with
that
the
was
knife
always
as well.
sort
So
of
all
the
of middle
thing with
cleared
the
and they have a
whole
deeper smoke.
Turkish
So
roster.
this
It was
is
basically
all of
blast your way
Fnatic's in
down
terms of
mid every
info,
round
but
and
all
see
of
if
this
you
has
kill
been
everyone.
pretty
Like, it
much
was
cleared by
very
BBL
much
from
like,
the knife as
you've
well.
got
So
the
they
Dragon
kind of
Vandal
trade
equipped,
info
good, they're
here.
gonna hit every
And
headshot
it's going to be
that's
hard
in front of us.
for
This
them
doesn't
to
look like
clear
that, though.
back both
At
of
least
these
on this defensive
positions.
side, it's been very, very calm
So they
and
might have to use
collected.
drone
They're
early, they might have
basically
to...
waiting for Fnatic.
Yeah, that's probably why
Fnatic
Boast
are
is
waiting
here.
for them to push. They are just
Okay.
holding this default, slowly
Leo's been
taking
double
map
spotting
control.
this the whole
But every
time, so
time they
it's only
actually
this
go
Liquid that's a question mark for
They're
Fnatic.
struggling
But also
to
Wine
get
as well.
any of these openers, as BBL are so in form right now.
50 seconds left.
That
Pressure
knife
must
actually
be
gives away a lot.
certainly building on Fnatic.
Yeah,
With
it
these
gives
last
away
couple
quite
of
a lot.
seconds, they've got basically no map control. It's a
With
little
that
bit
knife and
of
that
it,
smoke
they've
poster
carved
knows
out,
that he
but
can
was
go
conceded
through
by
this. Nice
BBL.
omen
They're playing
flash,
on
nice
site,
ult
looking
on
to
top of
pull
this.
these players in for the fight.
This is a good
Firing
exec.
out the Hunter's Fury, not
Who's this
finding
on
too
site?
much for it,
Turco.
but players starting to thin out with Suchny falling.
He has to somehow
This
get
is a little
two.
bit awkward for Turco. He's
I mean, he
getting
did
peeked on
good.
all
He did good,
sides,
but maybe
and
not
no
enough.
support there for him. Don't think he's going to be all too recoverable.
Yeah.
Bladestorm finds nothing. One man left to do it all.
Aslan is just going to go peeking back in. Only manages to get one, and Fnatic will swing back once again. They invested a fair bit into that one with using that Hunter's Fury in combination with that aggressive push out from Durka. It got them the opener at least and got them that little bit of space. And that's the thing, as I said, I think that's what they've been struggling with.
8 down to 7. They had a good ult for this one though to get them in. The good news for Fnatic is they have Killjoy ult. So they have another ult to get him over towards map control, over towards some site if they want to.
The only man who has a gun on their side is the man that Fnatic probably feared most.
And they forced them down to eco, so yeah, that was a huge round. I mean, it's still a long way to go. Who's got the hero gun? Kushner. Okay. If things get a little bit crazy, Aslan has the Killjoy ult as well. So trying to use their smoke against them here at middle. They use the smoke to take segment 1 in middle, and they're going to try and recon, or they wanted to recon into this corner and try kill anyone that was close. Recon goes middle.
Bladestorm up for 2, not quite able to follow.
Yeah, it is a nice plan from BBL. I like the idea. Durka is just Durka's just Durka, so it didn't really work out. But the original plan was to recon here, and then I think some util got used in middle, and then they wanted to collapse over towards middle with the recon as well instead. So nice idea from BBL, nice shots from Durka. Some good ults here. 6 chances now for BBL. They still have a timeout as well if they want to use that at any point. In terms of the defense, they're kind of close to this ult as well.
For this one at least, it looks like they're going to try and aggress a little bit over on that A side of the map. Put Kushner into a spot to try and find that early fight.
I always like Fnatic's ult economy, the way they
Knife goes in.
Playing anti-knife outside of B. Or recon, whichever would come their way.
Were they?
Oh my, Chronicle!
Oh my god, well.
Now, we might not be aware that there's a third player in here. And you know what? I'll forgive him for not quite guessing it. Don't you
wait,
dare.
this... Oh, okay, I was going to say this could be one of the biggest plays ever. The Sova's still here, and they might have... They might have felt like they bought this bait.
Was he waiting for the null command to run out? So
yeah, so he's not on the floor. Yeah, exactly.
They might not expect
just
him.
Closer to his back. I'm like, no.
Oh, Sushni, a decent position, but he's only going to manage to get one. The fake did pull players off, but because they knew there was only one player there, they got the rotation in relatively quick. Aslan,
what a shot!
Back through. This is starting to get dangerous.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's done! Holy hell! It's actually done in the 2v3. Aslan made a bit of a hero play, walked in, hit the first shot. It was crazy.
But they made it look easy.
There's your proof, chat. BBL are the kings of Ascent.
We come into today and we expect the BBL, maybe they can put up a fight.
Yeah, they have a good chance. Very good chance into this now.